Whether we like it or not, I'd say, in the next 5 years, we're probably going to be 10, 20% EV to where, every couple cars is going to have that aspect in there. So that's going to be super important to be able to work on that stuff. So you'd be more of a well-rounded employee.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Who's the only local bank with a mobile mortgage app? Farmers. Download the app to contact your lender, calculate payments, securely scan and upload documents, and check the status of your loan. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal, Farmers.
We're really focused on, in our program for the high school students, is basic entry-level education on maintenance on the vehicles and also electricity through the vehicles, not only EV, but all the cars. It's not like it used to be where anybody could, there's just so many, everything on a vehicle is controlled by some electrical component, whether a sensor or a solenoid or anything like that. You got to be able to understand how electricity works. And with EVs, it's just more of a high voltage thing, but it's still the same basic principles of electricity. So we want to give them a good solid foundation to build up on that.
We're basically going to do a little bit of solar and how that ties into everything, and then we're going to show them the traditional wiring of how to put in a charger. So you'd have training on how to put in a house charger, how to put in a commercial charger. We're going to do all 3 classes of chargers and just give them an overall background on how that looks for both residential and commercial applications. This is a way for us as a school, and the admin's real big on being on the forefront. The cross-curricular aspect of this is really cool because we're going to have the fire rescue involved with what happens if you have a fire with the batteries. You're going to have auto tech because they're going to be the ones working on it, and then you're going to have the electricity class where they're going to actually show how to install that and be able to charge it. So that cross-curricular piece is going to be super important with collaborating with the other classes.
This energy center, or the EV energy center, is a nice addition to our project, and it's just one of the pieces that we're looking at. And what's great about that is that our electricians, our electrical kids that are over there learn how to install and maintain the charging stations. And we're also hoping to be able to educate the public. It'll be a non-biased place to come in and show them different types of chargers and the installation and what it would cost to actually own the other end of owning an electric vehicle.
Right now we're learning brakes. So for the EVs, they're going to need brakes. It's not anything different. So basically the only thing that's different is it's battery powered, not engine. I think the EVs, they're going to take over gas powered cars. I think it's going to be a big job. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for people to go in and have a job, and a lot of people are going to be able to teach it, and people are going to know it real good. I want to go into another career center, maybe even come back here for the adult program, and I might come here, just learn cars more, go here for a couple of years, get the best education I can, and go into the work field.
Whether we like it or not, I'd say, in the next 5 years, we're probably going to be 10, 20% EV to where, every couple cars is going to have that aspect in there. So that's going to be super important to be able to work on that stuff. So you'd be more of a well-rounded employee. A student coming out right now is still going to work on the traditional gas or diesel engine as normal. But within, as you know, it was 1% 2 or 3 years ago. Now we're at 3 or 4%. And if it hits the 10 or 12%, they're definitely going to need technicians. And I think we're going to be in a good place to provide them.
You could either go to either a post-secondary, like a trade school like Stark University or Stark State. You go there, there's UNOH, there's a bunch of different universities they could go on to, or they just get into the field right away and you're going to just continue to build. Because once you get a job, say you're at a dealership, Ford's going to have their own training, Chevy has their own training, from the manufacturer that they will send the students to as well. And then they will continually learn for the rest of their careers.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Who's the only local bank with a mobile mortgage app? Farmers. Download the app to contact your lender, calculate payments, securely scan and upload documents, and check the status of your loan. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal, Farmers.